Welcome back to The Fame, your go-to source for all the latest Duggar family updates. Today, we're diving into some major news surrounding Jana Duggar's recent wedding. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. First up, we've got some unexpected developments as Jana makes a bold move with her new husband, Stephen Wissmann, leaving Arkansas behind for a surprising new home in Lincoln, Nebraska. But that's not all. Wait until you hear about the neighborhood they chose. Next, we're taking a stroll down memory lane with a special collection of wedding photos featuring all the Duggar couples. We'll be reminiscing about the big days, sharing some fan reactions, and exploring what made each wedding unique. And, in a twist that's got everyone talking, we're delving into a debate that's been simmering for a while. Who might be the first Duggar to break the family mold and vote blue? Many think Jill Duggar could be the one, but there are some compelling reasons why she might not be. Finally, we're unpacking all the details from Jana Duggar's wedding, where tradition meets practicality. And sometimes the unexpected happens. From her stunning attire to who might have footed the bill, we've got all the juicy details and fan theories you're dying to know. So grab your popcorn and get ready for a deep dive into all things Duggar. Today, we've got some exciting and unexpected news for all the Duggar fans out there. Jana Duggar, one of the most beloved members of the famous Duggar family, has made a bold move, literally. After her lavish wedding to Nebraskan pilot Stephen Wissmann, Jana has decided to leave her home state of Arkansas and start a new chapter in Lincoln, Nebraska. But here's the kicker. She and Stephen have chosen a home in a neighborhood that has left fans both surprised and shocked. Let's dive into all the details and reactions surrounding this big move. Jana Duggar, the 34-year-old reality TV star from the show Counting On, recently married her longtime friend Stephen Wissmann in a beautiful ceremony in Prairie Grove, Arkansas. Just days after the wedding, Jana revealed that she and her new husband have purchased a home in Lincoln, Nebraska, where they plan to start their life together as a married couple. The house, which Stephen bought back in June 2023, is a cozy 2,152 square foot ranch-style home. It comes with 3 bedrooms on the main floor, 2 more downstairs, a rec room, a fully fenced yard, a large storage shed, and a 2-car garage. While the home is perfect for a young couple looking to build a future, what has really caught the attention of fans is the location, Northwest Lincoln, an area that some describe as less than ideal. Fans on social media have been buzzing with mixed reactions to Jana's new home. Some are genuinely shocked that the couple would choose this particular neighborhood, calling it a starter house, and expressing concern over the area's reputation. Others have been more supportive, praising Jana for taking a step towards independence and noting that in today's economy, having a home of your own, especially one not controlled by her father Jim Bob, is a huge win. Some fans even drew comparisons between Jana and her sister Ginger, who also moved away from the Duggar family but chose a more upscale lifestyle in Los Angeles. Despite the location, many fans admire Jana's resourcefulness and see her move as a chance for her to make a positive impact in the area, just like her idols Chip and Joanna Gaines did with their fixer-uppers in Waco, Texas. But not all the comments have been critical. Several fans have defended Jana's choice, pointing out that home prices have skyrocketed, making it difficult for many to afford a house in more desirable areas. For Jana and Stephen, this home represents a fresh start, away from the pressures of her family's watchful eyes, and perhaps the beginning of a new era where they can create something beautiful together. So what do you think? Is this move to Lincoln a step in the right direction for Jana, or do you think she could have chosen a better location? One thing is for sure, Jana is not looking back, and we can't wait to see how she transforms this house into a home. Next, we're diving into a special collection of wedding photos featuring all the Duggar couples, arranged in chronological order. We'll be taking a closer look at these snapshots, reminiscing about the joyful moments, and even discussing some of the fan reactions that have surfaced online. Whether you're a longtime fan or just curious about the famous family, this trip down memory lane is sure to be an interesting ride. Let's start with the first Duggar wedding, Josh and Anna. Their wedding was once a symbol of love and hope, captured perfectly in their smiling faces. Anna's genuine happiness is almost palpable in these photos, a stark contrast to the life she now leads. Fans can't help but feel a pang of sadness for Anna, whose life took such a dramatic turn. There's even a growing call for Anna to write a tell-all and escape her situation while Josh is in prison. Her transformation from a radiant bride to a woman who seems broken has left many hearts aching. Next, we have Jill and Derek's wedding. The couple couple looked happy despite a few wardrobe malfunctions. Jill's dress and Derek's suit didn't quite fit, but their joy was undeniable. Fast forward to Jessa and Ben's big day, and who could forget Ben's iconic little bow tie? Jessa's dress has drawn comparisons to the corpse bride, but her happiness overshadowed any fashion critiques. Joy and Austin's wedding is another standout, especially with Joy's no-fuss attitude. Many believe she would have happily walked down the aisle in a t-shirt and jeans if given the chance. Her minimal effort with her hair certainly sparked some humorous comments online, with fans noting that it seemed like she barely brushed it before the ceremony. Despite this, Joy's natural beauty shone through, making her wedding day memorable for its simplicity. Ginger's wedding was a game-changer, breaking away from the traditional Duggar hairstyles and dress choices. Her dress and hair were praised as the best among her sisters, with fans loving her fresh, modern take. Even Ginger's phone auto-correcting her name to Fingers can't dim her wedding day glow in fans' eyes. The more recent weddings, like Justin and Claire's, Jed and Katie's, and Jer and Hannah's, brought their own unique vibes. Justin and Claire's wedding in particular has sparked conversations, with some fans joking that Justin looked more like a student at a teacher's wedding than the groom himself. Meanwhile, Claire's dress and hair received high praise for their elegance and simplicity. Jana's wedding is the most recent, and many fans still can't believe she finally tied the knot. Her dress was a fan favorite, often compared to the best of her sister's choices. The secretive nature of her wedding, kept under wraps until the day of, added an extra layer of excitement for Duggar fans. Her groom, Stephen Wissmann, won the gold in fans' hearts, with many still in disbelief that Jana managed to keep the details so well hidden. As we look back at these Duggar weddings, it's clear that each one tells a story of its own, some filled with joy, others with heartbreak, and all marked by the unique personalities of the Duggar children. Whether it's Anna's heartbreaking transformation or Ginger's stylish departure from Duggar tradition, these photos offer a window into the lives of the Duggar family. Then we're diving into a topic that has sparked a lot of debates and speculation among Duggar family fans. Who might be the first Duggar to vote blue? It's a question that's been floating around for a while, and while many people think Jill Duggar is the most likely candidate, there are some strong arguments against that idea. Let's explore this possibility and see which Duggar might break the mold and cast a vote for the Democrats in a future election. Jill Duggar is often seen as the most liberal of the Duggar siblings, especially after distancing herself from some of her family's more extreme views. However, despite her perceived liberalism, many fans argue that Jill is still very much a conservative, albeit a more moderate one. Her connection to conservative Christianity, especially through her husband, Derek Dillard, suggests that she may not be as close to voting blue as some might think. In fact, Jill's beliefs still lean significantly to the right, particularly on key issues like abortion and LGBTQ+ rights, which are major dividing lines in American politics. On the other hand, Ginger Duggar, now Ginger Vuolo, has also undergone significant changes, especially after moving to Los Angeles with her husband, Jeremy Vuolo. However, those familiar with the couple's ties to Grace Community Church, a conservative evangelical megachurch, are quick to dismiss the idea that either Ginger or Jeremy would vote for a Democrat anytime soon. So, who could it be? If not Jill or Ginger, could there be another Duggar who might consider voting blue in the future? Some speculate that it could be one of the lost children, the younger Duggar, about whom we know relatively little. However, many fans believe that as long as abortion remains a central issue in American politics, it's unlikely any current Duggar would vote blue. The Duggar have participated in numerous anti-abortion rallies and marches, and this issue seems to be a core value for the family. Interestingly, there is also talk that some Duggar family members might opt out of voting altogether or choose third-party candidates who align more closely with their values, like RFK Jr. However, the general consensus among fans is that we shouldn't expect any of the eligible Duggar to cast a Democratic vote anytime soon. But what about the future? Some fans think it might take at least a few generations before we see a Duggar grandchild or great-grandchild who might lean more towards the center or even vote blue. After all, with nearly 30 grandkids and counting, statistically, there's a good chance that one of them might eventually break away from the family's staunch conservative roots. But as of now, the chances seem slim. So, will we ever see a Duggar vote blue? It seems unlikely in the near future, but only time will tell. With the next generation of Duggar growing up in a rapidly changing world, who knows what political shifts we might see down the line? Let us know in the comments what you think. Who do you believe could be the first Duggar to break away from the family's conservative values? Finally, we're diving into the intriguing world of Duggar weddings where tradition meets practicality, and sometimes the unexpected happens. Jana Duggar's recent nuptials marked the 12th wedding in the Duggar family, and it sparked quite the conversation among fans. From questions about the wedding attire to speculation on who footed the bill, there's a lot to unpack. So let's get into the details and see what really went down at this highly anticipated event. First things first, let's talk wedding attire. With so many Duggar weddings over the years, you might think Jim Bob would insist on reusing outfits to save a buck. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Each wedding, including Jana's, has featured new bridesmaid and flower girl dresses, leading many to wonder, are these dresses bought, borrowed, or perhaps even handmade by the family? The idea of a Duggar sewing circle crafting these dresses while singing hymns might sound charming, but the truth is likely a mix of tradition and practicality. Some speculate that the Duggar may have worked out deals with bridal shops, or even that People magazine, who often covers these events, had a hand in the planning and funding. Speaking of funding, the biggest question on everyone's mind is who paid for Jana's wedding? Traditionally, it's the bride's family who covers the costs, but in the Duggar world, things might work a little differently. Many fans are convinced that Jim Bob Duggar, known for his frugality, didn't contribute much, if anything, to his daughter's big day. Some believe that Jana, who has spent years under her father's thumb, might have saved up her own money for the wedding. Others argue that Stefan Wissmann's family, who reportedly have deep pockets, covered most of the expenses. There's also the theory that the wedding was heavily discounted because it took place on a Thursday and was booked only 2 months in advance. As for the reception, fans have pointed out the stark contrast between Jana's elegant dinner event and the simpler receptions of her siblings, like Jill and Jessa, who had parking lot celebrations. This difference has led to more speculation about who really footed the bill. Some fans believe that the Wissmanns, eager to make a good impression, paid for the venue and the food. Others think that Jim Bob might have chipped in, hoping to sway public opinion in his favor after a string of family scandals. There's also talk about the photographer. Was this a professional hire by Jana, or did People magazine send in their own crew to capture exclusive shots? According to some wedding industry insiders, it's likely that Jana hired her own photographer, and People magazine bought the rights to the photos afterward. This arrangement would allow the couple to retain some control over their wedding images while still profiting from the media coverage. So what do you think? Did Jim Bob Duggar really keep his wallet closed for Jana's wedding, or did he quietly contribute to make sure everything looked perfect? And what about those dresses? Handmade, store-bought, or something in between? One thing's for sure, Duggar weddings are always full of surprises, and Jana's was no exception. As always, we'll be keeping an eye on any new developments and bringing you the latest updates. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of your favorite reality TV families. See you next time on The Fame.